When you want to find the derivative and then evaluate it at a point of an implicit equation, there's a way to kind of make it a little bit easier. Alright, now, first of all, when it's implicit, you need x and y. When it's a regular explicit and you're trying to evaluate a derivative at a point, all you really need is the x. But in implicit, it's an x and y. You'll see why in a second. Anyways, the shortcut for doing this is, first of all, derive it. Take the derivative. So we took derivative of this, took derivative of this. Don't forget y prime, because every time you derive y, you have a y prime. 3 is 0. That's the derivative. Now, the shortcut is not to simplify this derivative. Don't simplify it. Don't get y prime by itself. Simply plug in the coordinate. Now, I will simplify this down. This as a square root in the denominator, because it's a negative power. This goes in the negative power, and it is a cube root of y squared. So negative power means it's on the bottom denominator. So I did do a little bit of simplification here. But then see how I plugged in for x 1 and for y negative 8? Now, you just simply do the math. 2 times 1 gives us a 2 on the bottom. Here, when you plug in negative 8 squared is 64. The cube root of 64 is 4. 3 times 4 is 12. Just left the y prime on top. So what made it nice is we really didn't take all the time to simplify for y prime. We just leave kind of y prime right there. Now, I solve for y prime. So if you look when I went up to here, I minus the 1/2 over. Okay, so I minus this 1/2 over to here. Then I multiply both sides by negative 12. The 12 cancels, and the negative times the negative makes it a positive. All right, negative 12 times negative 1 is positive 12, and 2 over 2 is 6. So the derivative at this point is 6, or the slope at this point for this equation is 6. All right, once again, take the derivative, simplify a little bit, plug in the value, then solve for y prime. I think is usually easier. Not always. Sometimes you might want to get y prime by itself and then plug in the coordinate. And also remember, you need x and y with dealing with implicit equations.